Moving on to the business end of the fan, we've got our self-cleaning rotary screen. The principle of operations, air being drawn into the fan, acts against the fins, causes the screen to rotate. Material stuck to the screen rotates around to the point where it's at this clean out here, suction stops, material drops to the ground. It is very important that this screen is free to rotate on its own, that there's no interference with the clean out, with the housing, or with the brush if you have the accessory brush on here. Visually inspect to make sure that there's no broken welds or loose components in there. Anything that does come loose is going into the fan. The brush is used for mainly that soybean fuzz or pea dust that sticks to the screen and causes it to build up. You want the brush close to the screen, but not contacting it, that it's going to stop it from rotating. Early in the season, or if you've got a lot of leaf material being blown around, a lot of foliage, you may find that if that foliage is blocking the brush and getting jammed up, just simply remove the brush. The AWS impeller, you want to visually look in through the screen, rotate the fan over and check the condition of each blade. Ensure that there's no missing blades and that no blades are damaged, bent, nicked by something foreign going into the fan. The wear on the impeller is very tough to estimate by hours or acres, depending on the size of the header, the soil conditions, the soil type, and the harvest conditions, and even the crop harvested greatly fluctuates and determines wear factors in certain areas. The best is visual inspection. Once the width of that impeller blade gets down to about 50%, you definitely want to ensure that you have another impeller on hand, or get it in there and get it replaced before it causes you downtime in harvest. In certain abrasive soil conditions in many parts of the world, we find that we have excessive wear on this back fan housing. Usually in about the 12 o'clock position up here, there will be a hole worn through there. Just check to make sure that there is no thin spots in the housing before you head to the field. Check your elbows, rear tube for any dents, dings, looseness, any of the mounting brackets. The flex hose, you'll want to ensure that it hasn't gotten caught by any branches or the corner post of the shed. But more importantly, you want to check for wear to make sure that there's no holes in the flex hose. There is a direction to travel to this flex hose. Before you install it, feel inside. You'll feel a definite edge, a lip in there. You want to ensure that the air is not catching that lip, that it's free to flow through the smooth way. Having this covered in soybean residue over the storage period can greatly deteriorate this hose. You want to make sure when you're done for the season, rinse it off, blow it off, clean it off, drive down the road and shake it off, just to make sure that there's no accumulation of soybean dust on that hose. It will deteriorate relatively quickly.